Wait. Is this even showing up? No, yeah, it is. Hello! Hello, 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 hello. I hate computers. I hate, changing systems. Thank you for the bonks. Okay, so am I still squeaking? Am I squeaking? I'm not squeaking anymore, right? My god. Y'all are doing way too much right now. Also, I don't know why that didn't work. Why didn't that work? I'll do it manually, I guess. You know what? I think I probably know why it didn't work. Hold on. Nobody redeem anything. I'm closing Mix It Up. Why are you...
sacrifice comes to you.
Thank you for the resub. Nobody do anything. I'm closing Mix It Up for a second. Hello, everyone. It is I, Rika Readman. I have to go to a neutral face real quick to recalibrate this. Okay, so... Problem. I think I have figured it out. It's that I don't have water. Goodbye. Oh, wait, I do have water. I just realized this is filled up, actually. Okay, so... Here is the problem. Here is the actual problem. Why is it taking so long to start up now? Here is the actual problem, okay? So... Yes, allow. So, actual problem, okay? So, I have been very busy with one thing or another all week. So, if you were hanging out, well, if you came in Discord on Monday, you would have realized that I was trying to set up Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday? Earlier in Discord, I was talking with a friend and getting alert boxes set up through Twitch alerts. And, the thing is that I want to move away from using stream elements, right? Which I'm actually going to go... Actually, I don't even have to disable them. I just have to... Where the fuck are the stream elements? Where the fuck is stream... Oh, I don't think I have stream elements on this screen. Do I? What is this overlay to? Is this the stupid thing? Is this the stupid thing? Is this the stupid thing? Hold on. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, it was up 9 AM PST. Don't worry about it. I'll say hi to everyone in a second. So main issue is I was going to remove all the Stream Elements overlay stuff and replace it with the Twitch alert stuff, right? However, I have not had time to set it all up individually. So basically, I haven't had time to test, and I haven't had time to update them, so we're going to spend the chatting portion updating all the overlay stuff. The other thing is that because I'm new to Twitch alerts, I did not think they would by default have an alert that is turned on and plays a very annoying noise every time a channel point redeem is used. Why? Why would you do that? Like, why do you just have it set to any channel point redemption by default? What's wrong with you? Why? Oh, wait, this means that we can have sound redeems really easily now. Oh, shit. See you in a sec, while. Have a good night, Huggenbug. Anyway. Hello there, fellow Calico from space. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. It's been a bit. Say something in Spanish. Ay, el hijo de puta. No, Twitch es un hijo de puta. Y es muy mal. Y yo. How do I say? I wish Twitch es muerto. Muérete? I would tell Twitch, muérete. Hello, Slapper. Thank you for the ear rubs. Hello, Hugs and Bugs. Welcome back to YouTube. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. My name is Rika Readman. My door is still open. I need to grab my coffee. See ya! Winter, redeem the first one you did because I completely got sidetracked in trying to set that back up. Anyway, hello chat. You can tell it is a mess today. I am completely disorganized. Oh, thank you for refunding it. I am completely disorganized. I was not prepared for stream today. I was half tempted to be like, I'm not going to stream tonight, but like, I don't want to cancel 2 days a week. You know? Anyway, let me say hi to everyone. Of course, hello Winter, congratulations on first. Hello Hectic Sketcher, hello Huggenbug, thank you for checking in. Tiny Satan, hello Slapper, howdy homo, hello Straub, who else? There's so many check-ins. Thank you all for the check-ins. Hello Gilliel, I think I said Satan. Hello Callie, hello Talon. Hello, gamers. Chat, should I do mod crimes? Wait. Before you do that, why are the requests going? No! No! I was gonna accept them all before you could do it because I knew exactly what you were gonna do. Alright, whatever. I don't care anymore. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would you do this, chat? Why would you... Winter, why would you do this? How dare you? ¿Cómo estás, Rika Readman? Estoy muy cansada. ¿Quito? ¿Cómo estás, Huggenbug? How do you say hug in Spanish? Hug in Spanish. Abrazo y bicha. Hola, abrazo y bicha. But also, it's plural in YouTube, so abrazos y bichas. Bichos? Wait, no. I got all the encouragement I needed. Damn. Women really be like Here, yes, one time. Oh, yeah, that's all the encouragement I need. Did I post already? Oh, yeah, I did. Alright, I gotta do my thing real quick. So that people know that I'm live. Because apparently people actually use Blue Sky. Viene la critura. It's true. Hello, Mimic. Did the gritty work? I wasn't looking. I wonder how many we can get on screen at once. You know, I should probably put some kind of cooldown on this. Wait, hold on. Chat, I'm gonna test this as... Oh my god, wait, that's amazing! Oh, that's amazing, I love this! Oh no! Oh no! Wait, what happens if I... Okay, it only does one. Alright, chat, unfortunately... Honestly, it's because I was out of channel points, oh my god. Mimic, thank you for helping me get all this stuff set up the other day. You know what this is, chat? We're gonna be doing work today, so, oh my god. You know what would be really funny? Is if there was a way to mute words from stream. So that, like, not that they won't trigger commands, but so that nobody will see them. So we will mute !gritty so nobody ever sees when you post it. Wait, try that again, Hectic Sketcher. Let's just make sure it's not just mods. Gritty, attack the griddle. I can't swim along with you. Only mod gets that privilege. Yeah. Good. Somebody that's not a mod, do !gritty. Oh, you deleted me. Hello. Alright, perfection. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna set up this overlay 2. Fuck is overlay 2? There it is. I love how they're all like off screen, which is really funny if you think about it. You know, I just had a genius idea. Actually. Where's my display capture? Here we go. I just had a genius idea, chat. Genius idea. Why? What'd I do? Where is... Is it image 8, chat? Is it image 8? No, that's the homosexuality one. Hold on. Not this one. Remove? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the screen real quick. I'm gonna assume it is... Okay, so let's see. So that is called hello... Oh my god, it's literally called hello chat, except I misspelled hello. That's why I couldn't find it. Alright. Hello chat. Wait. Stupidest thing ever. Okay. So, here we go. And then we just stick it under a few layers. So now you will only ever see this if everything fails. Goofy. How did you misspell hello? Okay, you know, I just use that as an excuse. I didn't actually misspell hello in a way that would make it appear in a different alphabetical order. But I did misspell it, and it felt like a really good excuse for me just being kind of stupid. You know what I mean? Oh, anyway. So. Twitch alerts, right? It's set up. Testing the new features. Oh, like, is that the gritty? Hold on. We're gonna look at this. Muted, of course. Okay. Yo, can we get Streamception? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to see the deluge. Y'all watch this shit? Y'all really come in here to watch me do this stupid shit? Yeah, you gotta get your... What's poppin'? Brand new stream, just drop it. Just stopped in. Yeah, it's great. Oh my god. Y'all. Okay, so... We're gonna change the duration for all of these to 4. Save. 4. Save. It's Peem, it's why I'm here. Oh my god. Wait, why are my captions not working? Oh, because they're just disabled. That's why. They were not enabled. Hello! Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I was wondering why... Wait. What? Hello? That should be showing up in open captions. Save. Oh, I didn't hit save because I'm a goober. Hello, 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 la, 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 la. There we go, perfection. Just like how this redeem is always on the wrong side. Did that not work? Or did I just miss it? Anyway. It's on the wrong side because I used to be on the right side and I'm too lazy. Pretty attack of the griddle. Now see if some can become transparent. Never. Anyway, chat, thank you for bearing with me. We are being a little bit silly, a little bit goofy, a little bit weird. Oh, show resub message. Okay. And then drop shadow on the resub message. I don't care if Random Man 4 is streaming. So we're going to save this change. And now we're going to duplicate this resub. Yeah, and then all we're going to do is change the image here. It'll be the gritty. So now... Yeah, okay, perfect. I thought you were a cat, not a bear. A bear? What? Shut up, Muffin! Hello! Welcome to the stream. Also, hello, Top 10 list. Hello, Guitar Horse Uma. Alright, chat. I'm introducing you to a new feature. For those of you who just got in here, if you type !gritty, up. That happens. I'd rather cat with you than bear with you. I wonder if it reads it on YouTube, chat. Yeah, you can pinpoint when the exact moment I got it. Hold on. Can I do it on YouTube, chat? Okay, I don't think it registers on YouTube, chat. No! It would be really funny if it worked on YouTube, chat. Honestly, though. Can I actually... Command group? No. Not a command seal. Alright, well... Alright, mods. I'm cutting you up. You know what? This is fine. I hope you enjoy your new plaything. Biddy, gimme. So, ideally, when I have some time... When I have some time to mess with some stuff, I remember to hook it up to YouTube, chat. You know what, Mimic? You're a genius. You're so hot and sexy for looking up tech stuff. If you find out the answer, share it, share it with me. Anyway, chat. Freaking. How do I say? So ideally, you know all the stupid cat redeems. Ideally, I want to turn these into like how the Neko arc just randomly shows up on the screen. I want it to be like that. So ideally, I will do that when I'm not being lazy, and also probably lower the price to like 10 or something. Actually, I think 25 is fine. I didn't need the encouragement, but it's appreciated. Oh no, an innocent bystander. It's funny Neko Arc is more popular than Melty Blood. It is. It's great, isn't it? Why are y'all just doing random exclamation marks over in secondary Twitch chat? Exclamation mark Readman. There are no redeems. All right, don't worry about it. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for the dancing Neko arc. Okay, so now Prime subscription. Wait, did I upload the right sound? Sound library. Burunya. And then we will sound library. Burunya. Save changes. It's because she's a weird little guy who lives on the floor. I've had a couple of those in my life, actually. We have a reputation of weirdness to live up to, excuse you? Alright, buddy. Calm down. Y'all ain't that weird. So we want this to last for... Okay, so we want... Red. Drop shadow. Show a resub message. Drop shadow. I don't think we want text-to-speech on all of our subs, do we? Did I set that up for these? Oh my god, I did. Why would I do that? Why would I do that, chat? Why would I do that?
Hi, my name is Kendra.
Brand new. Brand new.
Thank you for the sub, Delantia. Hello. Thank you for the perfect test of this overlay. You should bring back TTS redeem. Listen, I think in theory it was okay, but one, I'm pretty sure the program I was using, or the website I was using for it was one of them really weird like crypto AI companies, and I'm just like, oh, you. Second, I'm gonna be honest with you. After a while, the only people who used it were using it to say really fucking weird things that I did not want to be said on stream. And I'm just like, alright, y'all have lost your privileges. At least pay me money if you're gonna say this weird shit on stream. How about TTS and all the DOMs? What? The DOMs? Takes a lot of effort. When are we getting the DOM option? What do you mean by DOM? Oh my god. Wait, because we were talking about subs. I hate Bugs and Muffin over there. Let's see. I've only played Neko Arc the few times I played Type Lumina. Unfortunately, I understand why people find her attractive? Since she has an unexpectedly normal, sultry voice in that game. Neko Arc? Oh, you know what? Fair enough. TTS, can you gritty live at stream? Maybe get the Rick Diaz instead of a Dom? That one goes over my head. I choose to say hi, I like eggs or something normal. See, Mr. Top 10 list. You're one of the normal people. I mean, you're not that normal, but like, you know, you're relatively normal. Kit and Muffin are one of the same. Alright, buddy. Okay, so... Resub. Say a resub message. As Kendra.
Hi, my name is Kendra.
Hi, my name is Kendra. Save changes. So now we've got resub message. Resub message. Resub message. How about TTS and all the dogs? I hate these out of context clips y'all keep getting. She has a normal voice, I'm not saying I do, but I've heard people find her attractive. I never knew why, but the VA is deeper than I expected. Neko Arc voice lines type Lumina.
Jan jan jan. Nye 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 nye. 気をつけな。飛び出すぜ。 おいおい、サインは断って。
You know, I'm never making fun of people again. My fault. My bad. My fault. I didn't expect that. My fault. My fault. I didn't expect that. You know what? Yeah, you know what? They're absolutely correct to be thirsty for Neko Arc. I thought she would sound like a gremlin too. Hugs and Muffin are just over there talking about the goofiest shit, and we're just here like, damn, wait, I tuned out, huh? Alright, fine, here, just for you. Just for you, Mimic, here. Please listen to Neko Arc's voice.
じゃんじゃじゃーん。にににににに。気をつけな。飛び出すぜ。おいおい、サインは断って。あ、違うバトルそっか。猫、地獄にまっしぐら人類猫、権限理解しろちゃい。
It sounds like semi-gremlin, but also kind of, as you said, sultry. You know who she reminds me of? Haru from... Haruka Haru? Kind of, yeah, actually. Pretty boy. Sultry gremlin? Yeah, that's just what they call me, you know? That's just my nickname from high school. I'm just kidding. I wasn't a gremlin in high school. I was more of a, how do I say? What was I like in high school, chat? I don't really know what I was like in high school. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Okay, so then we'll upload... No. Image library. Gritty. Save changes. Okay, cool. I was just socially anxious. Hello, socially anxious. I'm Rika Readman. Calico Neko Arc Librarian. First sultry gremlin I've ever heard, but it's a sultry gremlin, correct? Being a gremlin is still my goal in life. I love the tough girl voice she puts on sometimes. I love the tough girl voice you put on sometimes, chat. Wait, yo, Plush Mayhem emoji? Let's go. Oh, Plush Mayhem. I did not know about Plush until randomly I got tagged because I think somebody commissioned Plush to do art of my, like, cat girl VTuber, and I'm just like, oh, that's random. That's cool. And then I looked at the account, and I'm just like, wait, this person kind of fucks. Hold on. And then I've just followed. Don't know, that's why I'm asking. How much? What are you all talking about over there? I just got a sub out of the blue. I feel like I've gotten the most random gift subs lately. Like, out of the blue. Okay, so channel points are off. Goals... I don't care about goals. These aren't connected. Hype trains? Do we care about hype trains, chat? I don't think we care about hype trains. Do we care about charity? I'm not answering that question. Raids. Okay. Raid of any amount. I just got a sub out of the blue. Yeah, I've been getting random subs, like, all month. I don't know what's going on. I said the VA sounds like they would do ASMR. Wait. And I would ask where to find it. Wait. How come I don't see that in the chat list, actually? Okay, here's the one thing I don't like about having... I'm gonna stop the bit just for a second here. The one thing I don't like about having YouTube chat on my OBS is because by default, it only shows you top chat like this, right? But then, like, I don't see certain messages when I do it like that. So, like, if I search ASMR... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Why does it show up here, but not in OBS? No, wait, no, that's just the message that you sent me. Oh, I would be surprised if that VA does ASMR. Yeah, that didn't show up in OBS for some reason. Anyway, I have changed it to live chat, which I think shows all the messages. Bam, 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 bam. Why am I over here again? Anyway, chat, hello everyone. Hello, why are lesbians in my... Why? 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 What'd I do? I didn't do anything. Let me just check one thing. Oh my god, wait. YouTube chat. You can do exclamation mark gritty. Actually, I have found out. You keep asking why, but the real question is why not? I'm being abused. How? Exclamation mark gritty. It's just like there's a slight delay from it. Where did that one go? That one should have summoned one. Bitty. Oh, okay, there we go. It was just hella delayed. Hello, Shy Neko Neko. Thank you for all the bonks. Okay, let me finish setting these up because... Chat, you keep distracting me! You keep distracting me! Flavioli Ravioli just rated with 43 viewers. What? See, Winter, this is what happens when you just... This is what happens when you just refund everybody's money constantly. Is they can just do it over and over and over again. Rika, you have free will? No. Incorrect, actually. I am purely, a bot. Okay, subscriptions are done. Anyway, the point is, I don't have free will. What's free will? Is that like, you know a guy named Will and he just kind of like hangs out with you for free? Because I have a friend named Will. You know? Ooh, I already get that in my life. What was the fucking scale? 70% on this one? 70%. That one was 69%. Everyone say nice, please. Alright. Yes! Nice. Hi, kitty. Giddy. Liddy. Oh my god. It's actually when you get in someone's inheritance for free. What? I would love to get in somebody's something for free. I'm strategically devaluing the currency so I can buy out your channel point economy for pennies. Alright. Well, you see, the problem with that is that, why are there two of these? I don't need two of these. Delete variant. The problem with that, Winter, is there's no economy to speak of. Get owned, noob. What the fuck is a combo? What's a combo? What is a combo? I'm not. We're not enabling this shiz. Can I slide in something for free then go 70 miles per hour? No, dang, really didn't get my free will joke. You know, Muffin, if I knew how, I would ban you this instant. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can just do it. Wait, no, you can't. You can hide user, put user... Oh, you can put user in timeout. Muffin, you are now the officer, okay? Of YouTube. Rika, you play fighting games. Do you know what combos are? No, I don't! What if I play fighting games like Kohime Enbu? Try it. Anyway. See, chat. It's so funny. Because why did my caption stop working again? Why? Why? I hate everything. Rika, I should kill you for that, Muffin. Deputize as Muffin. Listen, it's just the thing, alright? If somebody is here enough to aggravate me with a good pun, well, then they probably deserve mod privileges. it is important to have mods in your chat rooms. Also that, I do need mods for YouTube chat because we have gotten some questionable visitors there. Such as Hugs and Bugs. Alright. Well, my coffee's been done for a while, but I just gotta finish this up. So... Gifted subscriptions. Why are there, like... Okay. We're gonna set that duration to... Oh, did I actually change the duration of these to 4? Yeah, 4. 4. Okay, cheering of any amount. 4. Drop shadow. Accent color needs to be red. Drop shadow. Show cheer message. Drop shadow. Say cheer message. This will be Kendra. Oh, one sec. Fuck. Ow. See, chat, one of these days I'll have more Neko Arc gifts uploaded, and I'll be able to customize these instead of just randomizing them all. And then we will duplicate this. And then we will change to that. Yeah, there we go. Randomize. Let's see. Questionable visitor's height. I'm out. I'm always questionable. That's my gimmick. Didn't have to go and call me out directly like that, SMH my head. No, I think we did have to call you out directly like that. We gotta get that sha-sha-sha Neko Arc noise. Sha-sha-sha-sha-sha. Neko Arc sha-sha-sha. Neko Arc ruined my trip to Evo Japan. I don't know how I feel about that. Neko Arc voice clip. Voice lines type Lumina. Oh, MP3 files. Here we go. Why is there a subreddit for Neko Arc chat? Somebody please explain. Please explain, America! Why is this taking forever to load? Alright, you know what? We're not meant to. Oh, here we go. Zip contents. Let's see. Oh my god, there's so many, chat! Oh, that reminds me. Why? Why? Winter, this is why you gotta stop devaluing the Rika coin. Being a subreddit, better a subreddit than a Discord chat. At least you can look at it without being logged in. True. Shouldn't be either. Oh, that reminds me. What did it remind you of? Fluffy, muffy... You know, that sounds wrong. Sorry. Muffin that is fluffin... a MacGuffin. Been listening on this Japanese artist streams who does a bunch of Fate stuff for practice. Ayo. Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, I would. Because I love knowing what is going on in my children's lives. Lives? Life. I could not say that shit. I'm sorry. Drop shadow, accent color, red. Say alert text? Nah, we don't need to say the alert text. Drop shadow. 4-second duration. Save. Why? Neko, why do you just always have a gorillion points? Gonna have to ask them about Neko Arc? You should ask them about Neko Arc, yeah. I'm curious about the lore behind why Neko Arc is a thing. But also, sometimes you just have the urge to make a stupid little creature, you know? I would love to make a stupid little creature. I mean, not like in person, you know? Not like, you know, not like the like stork dropping off a creature type of thing, but like, you know. Sometimes you just want to... Sorry, my throat is dying. Sometimes you just want a creature in your life, you know what I mean? That's what I call Serena. I call her my creature sometimes. La criatura. Hola, mi criatura. Type of shit. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this. And then we're going to change out to that. We're gonna randomize all of these. Okay, perfect. Sadly, I don't know enough Japanese to ask about the lore, much less understand the response. Learn more. I played like 10 games. Oh, have a good day at work, Uma. Thank you for stopping by. I played like 10 games of Izet VV today, and 5 of them had people concede the second they realized what deck I was on. Oh my god. Rika, why isn't there more of that smoking fetish Yuri manga out yet? Good question. But really, okay, I'm gonna say something controversial as a woman dating another woman. And it's that I think the hetero age gap smoking romance manga. Well, no, okay, that's not fair because it has like 40 chapters already and the other one only had like 5 chapters. Never mind. What is this emote? Neko arc is one of the strongest things in the Nasuverse. Wait. Is Neko arc stronger than Mixie's Pitalik? How strong is Neko arc actually? Hello? Wait, Nekark is said to be only a 4th dimensional being. She's strong whenever it's convenient for the plot. Here's what Nekark can do. Shapeshift, survive massive damage like a cartoon character, create clones with no apparent limit, summon props whenever it's convenient, shoot explosive laser eye beams, break the 4th wall. She seems to be bound by the rule of funny. Hey, where's my Twitch alerts, by the way? Hold on. Alerts overlay. Browser. Alerts overlay. So this should go... honestly... over here. I think. Yeah, I think this works perfectly in the corner. In the way of everything else. And then, honestly, I only use 3 screens. Oh, hold on. We gotta add it over here, too. Alerts. Overlay? Ad break. So we're gonna add alerts overlay here. But also, we also have to add overlay 2. So that y'all can... do your stupid... hold on, let me see. Gritty. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfection. Alright, we did it. Okay, hold on. Chat, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup here, okay? What the fuck is this overlay? It's nothing important. Alright, we have cleaned up various of our overlays. Why are you telling me to hydrate? Go away! And then overlay 2. Perfect. Alright, we did it. I think Mr. Mixley Pitalik are OP. They are, but Neko Arc, though. The more gremlin they are, the stronger they are. I only use 3 screens, me being able to gremlin up with a single phone screen. Pathetic. Listen. I meant 3, like, streaming scenes. Scenes. Not monitors. If it comes down to monitors, I got, like... you know what? Stream's canceled, chat. I see how it is. Y'all hate me. Why is there a "would you marry Neko Arc" thread? this? I can't. What is this place? Hold on. No. We're gonna browse this fucking subreddit now. I immediately say AI cover in the community highlights. Hey, we think you're pretty, boy. What? 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 Alright, I don't want to be here anymore. What a strange place you've wandered into. Yes, precisely. This feels like a tier 6 meme, and I only understand up to tier 2 fate memes. I think I understand. I get the general gist of them. I'm still just like, what? Alright, hold on. Let's try a raid alert. We got 2 out of the way. Actually, here. Perfect. I think we're just gonna put this dead center of the screen. Dead center of the screen, chat. Perfection. I think we are... Okay, wait, hold on. I missed something. Cringe, Nene, Baby of Legends. The actual origin of Neko is that she shows up in Tsukihime when you reach a bad end to get one of those here's where you fucked up segments. Wait, really? That's... I actually love that. That's actually the best thing ever. I think that that's amazing. Do you know Otto? So, fun story about that. Otto is having a tour here. Hibana. Well, like a world tour. And I specifically had this page open for like weeks because I was trying to snipe a Toronto ticket so that I could go and, you know, maybe drag Serena with me so that I could make her watch Otto as well. And then I completely forgot about it for like 3 weeks, and by the time I checked, it was already sold out, and I'm just like, Minge. Anyway, I know Edo. My favorite song is Ready Made. Cause secretly I like baseball, and I like the music video a lot. Alright, chat, we're almost done. We only have one more of these to update. Sorry, I had to go hard on that remix. I had to, I was mixing that shit, my fault. Drop shadow, accent color, red. Alright, chat, somehow, some way, we have done it. We have dropped stream elements. We are now completely free of stream elements. Thank you, Twitch alerts. Also, this should... Wait. This should give us 2 more emote slots? Alright. You know what time it is. Hold on. What do we use as the extra emote slots? You know... It would be really lame to not use these after going to so much trouble to like use these as my stream alert notifications. Oh, I already have, wait, no, I already have the gritty. Thank you. What? I need to drop it myself. Hello, Rock. Yeah, Twitch alerts is pretty pretty neat. You two get two animated emote slots. My news was gonna be that I attended Hibana. Yeah, Muffin, weren't you talking about like, were you the one talking about going to an Auto concert recently? Or was that, I think that was Jason, actually. Alright, chat, hold on. We gotta think. Because now I have this extra emote slot with nothing to use it on. What do we use it on here? Easy animate, maybe? What if I just easily animate something? Honestly, the temptation to steal a Serena emote is very high. Shit, I don't know. We already have this set up. Alright, hold on, sorry. I'm thinking really hard. I'm using literally all of my brain power right now. Anyway, welcome on in, Rock. Thank you all for dropping the gritties in chat, I guess. I'll just use one that I already have uploaded. What is a good one? I think... I have no fucking idea. You know what? The question marks. Nope, that's not animated. Where is the stupid here? We're bringing back the spray bottle for now until I think of something better. Alright, perfect. We have Twitch alerts set up. We got new emote slots. Going back to this idle page again. Thank you for hitting us with that final gritty for the night, Mimic. Apparently nobody else is gonna hit that gritty ever again. No more exclamation mark gritty. By the time I went, they had already sold out of plushies, and the reason I was thinking about it was because I got some plushies on eBay instead, and they arrived today. Let's go. Gritty. Gritty. Why are you all... Well, that one's just off screen. This is the funniest part about it being random, is sometimes you just get it off screen. Bitty. You know, chat, it would be relatively easy, now that I know how to set this up, to just get you some other stuff. Hold on. Link. Link. And then we do, where is image? Media? Overlay? Add that. Image. And then we will... Where the fuck did I put Plink? Plink! Alright, I'm just gonna test something, chat. Here we go. Plink! 250. 250. Overlay endpoints. Images. Position. Random. Save. Duration must be a valid value. Where's duration? Oh, duration. 2. Why did you add a deaths thing? Link. Okay, let's see. You died a couple of times after I left the other night? Oh, okay, you're catching up on it. Okay, I understand. Sorry, I was busy doing things for the stream, for the chat, alright? Why is it just showing up off screen constantly? Alright, there we go. Perfect. That's one redeem setup. Yeah, plink, plink, plunk. Oh, it does it with lowercase too. That's great. Alright, chat. It's ad break time. It's ad break time. Please enjoy some words on stream. Now that I've got all my stream stuff set up, we will be doing Ace Attorney when we get back. See y'all in a few. Enjoy words on stream. For like the third time that I've said that. Bye! Am I squeaking still? Am I squeaking still? Am I squeak? Are you here for the squeakquel? Ace Attorney investigation. Huh? Why is it so slow? Hold on. I guess I gotta up the duration of that. 4. And then the height should be like 400. Blink. Shoot. Blink. You guys become a chew toy? I'll chew you. Actually, I know too many women who would be really excited for that. No, that's not quite right. Hold on. Maybe 375? Also, I'm gonna shrink the gritty because I think it's a little too big. 350, 350. It's not my kink, so it'll suffice as a threat. Huh? Okay, so can I make it a decimal point instead? 3.75? And then the height is 350. Huh? Alright, we're gonna make it 3.5. Say huh again. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Oh, actually, that's the perfect amount. That's the perfect. I hate you so much for this. Stop! Stop! What is wrong with you? You know what? I can't let y'all have shit. You know what, chat? I've decided I can't let y'all have I literally cannot let y'all have anything fun. It will be abused by my mods of all people. Anyway, let's get to this game. Muffin, I'm so glad you specified that it's not your kink, so it does suffice as a threat. How could you? Hey, I'm giving y'all this for free. I mean, y'all can, I can't stop. I literally can't stop you from spamming it if you really wanted to. New items unlocked in the gallery. Wait, what did we get in the gallery? What's in the gallery? This gallery section contains spoilers. We're not clicking that shit. Winter is my hero. Huh? Oh, you know what? Now that we've gotten rid of the cats, hold on real quick. I'm gonna disable those redeems. I'm gonna disable those redeems real quick because now they are on funny chat messages. Whether I'm saying that because I'm being for real, or so I'm inviting people to say it as a threat? That's a good question, Muffin. Why are you saying it? What do you mean by that? Remove, 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 remove. Okay. No more wasting channel points. I trust you will all use these sparingly. Anyway. Chat, let me know if this is too loud or anything. Why? Why? Why would you all do this? Also, I'm gonna be responsible here, and I'm going to complete all the redeems so Winter doesn't just randomly refund y'all for like 10 gorillion points again in the future. I misclicked. You like to know. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're back. Ace Attorney Investigations. We're starting Case 4. Apparently it's got young Edgeworth in a funny, stupid little, like, baby costume. And his shithead dad is back. You know? Why? This isn't an intro! Alright, you know what? Fine. I can't fool you. It was an intro. Anyway. Yeah, last time we got to see the hottest detective ever. In, Agent Long. And now we go back to the dopiest detective ever. Gumshoe. You've seen the costume, technically, I think. I'll see your costume. Anyway, let's get into it. We're starting this episode. Episode 4. Turnabout Reminiscence. Hey, Faraday. The young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. 7 years earlier. Yeah, that's right. I did it. I killed the guy. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. Objection. I asked the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Point. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. Rel, I think we've heard just about enough out of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You've gotta believe me! I don't believe him, chat. Even though we know the truth here. Yeah, Ace Attorney games and their incidents dating back to years ago? In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready. Tap. Yeah, he has really not aged a day. Yeah, you've got to believe me is the most convincing argument I have ever heard, frankly. So. Sorry, I just gotta scratch my eye. Ah! Let's get into it, chat. Yeah, it's the costume that Edgeworth had that got shot. Yeah, in the office. September 10th, 3:20 p.m. District Court, 3rd floor lobby. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. He's 19 years old here, by the way. How could I not? He said I had to. And so it is my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Okay, technically, even if, so from the way it was worded in that memory, the original defendant just said, yeah, the prosecutor told me to do it. And it's like, well, I mean, like, even if that's true, he didn't do anything. He just gave you an idea. I'm just saying. Edgeworth. Exclamation mark. Sir. Bow. Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. I do not remember what voice I was using with this dude. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. the chance to stand in court at such an early stage of my career. I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Why does he talk like that? Yes, sir. Why does he talk like that? Actual Saturday morning villain. As such a legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. Alright, thank God he's not following us. Look at this dweeby run, chat. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this dude go. Actual Saturday morning villains are really in vogue these days. I'm trying to be a Saturday morning villain, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let me know how the sound balance is. A bulletin board. There are trial schedules posted on it. Trials scheduled for this week. Huh? There's only today's trials listed. This must be a mistake, or this country's judicial system is not working as it should. You know. Y'all ever try to run in dress shoes? Yeah, it's painful, but you know what? You learn. I have learned from trying to move around in heels. Like, you know what? The pains with dress shoes were just fine. I don't know what you're saying. Can you elaborate? No. Why did my captions die again? Hold on. Bum bum ba-dum ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Bottom butter, 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 butter. I can't say I've tried to run in dress shoes. I can. Hey, buddy. This is so good. Gulp, gulp, gulp. I could drink a whole gallon. I've never heard of water that tastes that good. Maybe I'll give him a minute. Gulp, 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 gulp. Me when I go. Never mind. Gulp, 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 gulp. Does he plan on gulping an entire reservoir dry? I have had really good fountain water, actually. I as a tap water drinker, sometimes the fountain sometimes the fountain water is just really good. A bookshelf, huh? Compendium of laws for beginners. I will drink water. I don't have time to read this and second guess myself now. Hey, buddy. The trial will resume shortly. Please wait a moment, sir. I was already well aware of that. Point. Shortly or in a moment. Which one is it? Be specific. Need to find this man, Fountain. Hey, buddy. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Byrne Faraday, gave the order. Why does he have the... Why does he have the... Hold on. Why does he... He's, like, really close to, like... Can I find it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me find a good, like... Here we go. Here we go, I found it. Pictures. Alright, here we go, chat. This is very... Sorry. You'll understand when you see it. Why does he have the fucking... Why does he have the smug DreamWorks face? Why does he have the smug DreamWorks face? Why does he have the smug DreamWorks face? Yeah, thank you, Gileo, you know. Yeah, clearly you don't own an air fryer. Doesn't he have the, like, DreamWorks? I'm so glad I'm not the only one that thought of the stupid DreamWorks faces. Oh my god! I'm so glad there were 3 of us that specifically said DreamWorks. Okay. Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Byrne Faraday? He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. What? Those who cannot be brought to court? That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. What? Hold on. Okay, so like, chat, you all were here when we did Ace Attorney 1. We all understand what kind of person Manfred is. I can't believe they somehow retconned him to be even more of an asshole who does not care about anything. Gotta do some studying? Yeah, have a good night, Muffin. He's allowed because he's Kay's dad. I think they call that a smirk, generally speaking. Okay. This is not a retcon at all. He's even worse than you thought. Why did my captions just spontaneously die again? Hello? Alright, chat, what if we just, stopped having accessibility? What if we just stopped having accessibility, options? No captions ever. Alright. Thus, there's no reason to deal with such individuals. I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday will not be forgiven. Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused, Prosecutor Byrne Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt. Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. What if I do this real quick? Save. Alright. So, hold on. I'm trying a timeout real quick. Okay, there we go. So, if there's extended periods of time with no, like, audio coming in, then it'll disappear faster. That's actually longer than I want it to be. Let's do 4 seconds. Twitch has auto captions, no idea how they are quality-wise. Twitch does have that, but also YouTube doesn't have that. But also, Comic Sans captions are way better than the black on white, the white on black background. You know what I mean. Show them all the power of Von Karma. Sorry, tried to go too villainous there. Show them all the power of Von Karma. I cannot do that voice, that deep a voice, I'm sorry. Today's trial. So have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that is written down in the case files. Well, then explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about. I don't have any of the case files. Actually. Understood. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Codopian Embassy. Hello. The victim, Mr. The victim, Mr. Died? Mr. Dead Man was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Macrell, was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He is quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Cadopian embassy as well. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill dead man. He left behind a wife named a live woman. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight, if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Orell as the murderer. Clearly. The act of Mr. Orell firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatagarasu, Byrne Faraday. That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of a Cadopian embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG-8 incident. The second KG-8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I failed to study hard enough. Well, even among us, no, sorry, even among the police, it's information that only a select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? No. You know, I could walk away, and you could just play it like Manfred just ignored us. Wait, caring so much about a perfect rector. You know who he looks like? He looks like a not as strong version of Seven from Zeros. Oh, you're right! You know what? He looks like Seven, but like shorter. Smaller. Compact 7 from 99. Second KG incident. Sir, what do you mean by the second KG-8 incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper. Reference materials regarding the KG-8 incident. I received them from my mentor. You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct? Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested. Under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. TCU was an employee of the Amano Group. TCU? Like a camera? like a CC camera? Closed circuit camera? And the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't a Cadopian embassy staff member arrested for the murder? Oh, she's cute! Hold on, chat, look at her. She's cute. I kinda like her. Look at her! I don't know who this guy is. Is it the guy that got killed? Cadopian embassy staff member Manny Cochin found not guilty. Yes, a Cadopian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Ha! If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty. My mentor really is dedicated. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG-8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG-8 incident. So that's why it is being called the second KG-8 incident. You could almost say it's being called the KG-9 incident. Yes. Thank you for Why is the stream element still up? Hold on. Thank you for the follow. Follows are not anonymous anymore. Hello. Where the fuck is my stream elements? Hold on. I gotta turn that off real quick. Where is that stream elements coming up? I thought I deleted all my thingamabobbers. Oh, wait, here we go. Perfect. Remove. Manfred, I would make so much fake evidence to send that fucker to jail. That's what I'm saying! You've got the master of faking evidence here. Yet there's one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. Great thief, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu? I'd better find out more. Okay. Yatagarasu. If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Cadopian embassy, what could he or she have been after? Huh? It might have just showed up off screen, frankly. Like, it might have actually just showed up off screen, I think. It was hiding. No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or more likely to steal secrets from the Cadopian embassy itself, since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. He definitely knows the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. Why is there a tiny K here? Hello? Why are you actually, like, tiny? What is it, little girl? You're scary, mister. I think if I was a child and I saw Manfred von Karma, I would also just say he's scary. Look at him. This dude does not know how to smile. Unless it's, like, evilly. Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you. What? Okay. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. But it looks like you've exactly $1. Oops. Is this what you want? Nod. Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Oh my god. Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. This No one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete. Why, you do even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. Gulp! I hate that. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. A proud one you are. I hate that they both do the stupid finger wagging thing at each other. Prodding time. Sorry, we're not doing that. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. Yeah, I'm excited to see Edgeworth's VTuber model. Thank you. Thank you for understanding, chat. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding. Oops. Sorry, one sec. Which one is this? Hold on. Sorry. I gotta sneeze. I did not sneeze, and now I just feel pain now. Ow. Ow. You were so ready to say frauding time? Yeah. Hold on. What's the fucking emote? Here we go. Perfect. All right. September 10th, 4 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh my god, he's gonna babysit Edgeworth for the case as well. Alright, chat. This is just Ace Attorney 7. He literally looks like a mini version of Manfred. Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Bing. Hello, Judge. What's up? Ah, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. I had hair in my mouth. Thank you for the clip. Top 10 list. Yeah, judge with legs. Oh, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. He's so much rounder than, like, the 2D sprite ever makes him seem. The headshot. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Do you mean a gun? Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted what is that blasted buffoon up to? It's an emergency, sirs. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Hi. Silence! There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once. Sigh. Please! What? Wait! You're gonna listen to me! There's an emergency! Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. What? 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 You gotta do the stupid anime. Why did my cap... Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, you gotta do the stupid anime. You know what I mean? September 10th, District Court Hallway. Stay back. Hey, what? Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Can I ask you a question? Why does Edgeworth Investigations have so many hot men characters? Why? Look at those vending machines and some good-looking food. Courthouse specials. Okay, but $9 beef jerky? That's actually pretty normal. I love that the milk is just like in a cow carton. They know what their audience is. Yeah, fair enough. Stay back. Ugh. No one's allowed on the crime scene. Period. Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hotspot. Isn't she Mr. Rell's defense attorney? Okay, but also, she looks really hot in this suit, too. Hey you, no running in the hallway, pal! And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. What do you mean by that? Hey, look at this ant trail. This sofa looks like it's seen its fair share of use. Let me adjust my microphone real quick. Your gumshoe is barely changed. It's really hard to change when you're constantly broke by your employer. And if it looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. Ah, my eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes in the barred window. As a student of Von Karma, I refuse to back down. Are you stupid? I won. Are you stupid, Edgeworth? Okay, are you just not going to comment on that at all? Or that? Young Judges for Justice. A poster of the judge. There's a longer slogan of some sort of it on it in tiny letters at the bottom. Every strike of my gavel brings the truth closer to me and my hair farther away. This is a promotional poster for the court or a hair growth product. Okay. A fire extinguisher. If one were to be hit in the head with this, I suppose the victim would lose a memory or two. But it's not as though I'd ever be so foolish as to be struck by one of these. Is that foreshadowing? First, I need to get a handle on the situation. Perhaps I should talk to some people. Let's look at this. A drink vending machine. Ah! No, it's not the time to be pondering what kind of drink I want. Okay, let's talk to the hot dude first. There we go. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Bat. Homicide. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here. Sorry, he's got a good look. Phoenix did get brained by a fire extinguisher so we could have a tutorial case. That's correct, actually. You're right. I forgot about that. Crime scene. I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? What the? Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? Honestly, he's confident in his looks, and that's the best thing ever. Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, a Mr. Macrell, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went into defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Why were you a trial witness? Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. And the Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not. Well, well. Looks like you might just have a brain after all in that head of yours, son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops! Alright. So far, we have nothing. KG incident overview. I'm glad that Bad checks his beard. What's this? Defendant lobby number 1 is through here. The incident took place in lobby number 2 next door. I shouldn't allow myself to be sidetracked like this. I'd better get a move on. Alright, time to talk to the hot lady. Do you have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. The Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Do not take me for some naive novice. Do not take me for some naive novice. So you're a student of Von Karma? I should have... Those clothes are a dead giveaway. Stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. And if you're telling the truth, then we were about to go head-to-head in court. Oh, but of course. I've heard much about you, Miss Yu. Oh, but of course. I've heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. Did I say something funny? I love her, chat. I love her. I love her. I love her, chat. I need her to make fun of me. I love her so much. But mostly I need her to make fun of Edgeworth for like the next 3 hours of my life. This shit is so funny. I'm so glad that she's calling it as it is. I like how Rika sees a character with 5 head but doesn't break out the gif when they're hot. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Fine. In the name of equality. Let me find the gif. Okay, but why does the dog actually kind of match her outfit? Oh, you gotta capital P it. Yeah, the freckles are good. Alright, crime scene. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? It's just that the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court, until only a little while ago, was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, tell me about this. Your sister's name is in here. Can I present? I can't present profiles. Oh, wait. Very important. He's only 22 years old. Hello? He's so young. This dude's 53. I'm not gonna say that. I'm so glad the judge does not have a canon age. Alright. Look at this incident overview. How old is Gumshoe? I guess I gotta talk to him first to find out. Miss Yu, what do you think about this piece of evidence? Actually, Edgeworth, I'm interested in finding out what you think about it. I don't really know all that much about it. Then I don't really know all that much about it either. This is the perfect foil to Edgeworth. Sorry, I guess I can't be of service. I shouldn't push her too much. She'll just start laughing again. She is like the perfect foil to Edgeworth. It's great. Look at her. This fucking like laughing, the laughing shaking sprite is so good, chat. Also, the song that plays when you talk to her is amazing. This might actually be the best song ever. Does a different song play for him? Okay, so it's like character themes. So if we talk to Gumshoe, are we gonna get his theme? And you are? Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor. A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name. Now would you mind telling me yours? Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream. It's what I was born to do. Wait. Maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. Good song. Man, Ace Attorney soundtrack still hits. It never misses. One sec. Alright. He does look confused. The crime scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know. Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. So, you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2. So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and then I kinda froze. You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? And then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together, and both men were lying there, dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Detective Gumshoe's testimony jotted down in my organizer. Update. Well, we did everything. I really do wonder how old he is now if he's calling Gumshoe a youngster. Here we go. Gumshoe is 26 years old. Whereas Edgeworth, I think, is like 19 in this case? Anyway, chat. We got an ad break coming up in a minute. Enjoy some words on stream, and then I think we have a scene transition coming up. See y'all soon. Gamers. We couldn't pull it off. Alright, let's get back to it. Thank you for the attempts. Huh? 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 Anyway. I'm done with that.
Miss Yu, there's someone here who wishes to see you.
Who is it?
A Cadopian Embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin.
What? Isn't he dead? Oh no, wait, no. You was the victim.
Gasp. What's going on?
Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moods just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin? I'll be right there. Hello, Mona. Welcome in.
It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu.
Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again.
Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat?
Fine. Let's go. Fuck you, Manfred von Karma. I will not hydrate. Fine, I'll hydrate.
Bad. Von Karma, it's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception.
Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on.
Why are there so many old men in this case, chat?
It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG-8 incident? I was right. Just what is that man doing wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Objection! What the? It's literal child Franziska von Karma. Papa, how can you place him in charge? Franziska, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer... I'm here for summer vacation! What else? Why does she have a... Franziska von Karma. So she is here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma, and a student of his, who is also junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it! You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Ha! If you were able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never. Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I am 100% confident that I can do a better job than him. Are you? That's just like Franziska. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them.
Bad.
Yeah? Oops.
These two will be conducting the investigation.
What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene?
Ha! This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in.
I hit my desk too hard and something fell off.
I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad. And I will not tolerate complaining.
Edgeworth, Franziska, I leave this case to the two of you. Understood, sir. Yes, Papa.
I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from both of you. Do not disappoint me.
Okay. Yay! I promise you will not be disappointed. Dear father, who is, you know, mine. Miles Edgeworth.
It's been quite some time, Franziska.
She's like 12 or 13. Yeah, if this is 7 years ago, then she's gonna be like... Actually, I don't know how... I don't know. This is 7 years ago, but I don't know 7 years ago from when. But if she's 12 or 13, then it's like... Probably 7 years. Because I think she's 19 in Trials and Tribulations, so yeah. And so, I think Investigations generally takes place between... after Trials and Tribulations. So then add a year, basically. Yeah. Yeah, don't let a 13-year-old run the case. She is literally a child.
It's been quite some time, Franziska.
This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
Would it kill you to at least say hello?
Long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
Crying out loud. I've been reduced to a babysitter.
It looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run through the facts, Detective Bad.
You're better off checking things out on your own.
Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task. Why are they stacked on top of each other like this? I'm starting to think this wasn't a violent crime. This was a crime of passion. September 10th. September 10th. 4:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
It's the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously.
Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking.
What are you talking about?
Welcome back, Hugs. I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
A competition?
The person that figures out the truth first wins. Sorry, I had to take my meds real quick.
So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name?
Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth.
Fine. Whatever makes you happy.
Cat, I'm gonna say something controversial. And it's that so I'm an only child, right? And growing up, I always was like, I wish I had like a younger sibling or something, right? Because like having siblings looks like it'd be really fun. And I would like to be the older one. Just because that's the kind of person I am. You know? If I had a little sister as bratty and annoying and competitive and sassy as Franziska, I think I would be happy. I think my depression would be cured. I think everything that's wrong with me would have been cured years ago if I had Franziska von Karma as my little sister. Look at her! She's so bratty! It's so funny! We love brats. Not in a weird way, but like, you know. It seems like a very fun sibling dynamic if you don't take yourself seriously like Edgeworth does. And I've never once taken myself seriously in life. Fine. Whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again. Whatever makes you happy. Ah! Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish.
You kids over there, hold it!
Kid? Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid.
I said kids, kid.
How dare you call me a kid as well?
I'll do what I please. And I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're gonna watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bat, sir. Now, do what I say from now on, kids, okay?
You'd better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do.
You prosecutor boy! Let's get your investigation started already, alright?
Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child.
Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy.
My name is Miles Edgeworth.
And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time,
it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary.
But, what? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was?
That's up to you now, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Sounds good, pal. It's so naive. Begin investigation. Also, hello, an hour after 10. Welcome on in. Gumshoes broke era, yeah. Okay, so very important. What's your opinion on Bad and young Franziska? Bad? Would. 100% would. I'm very normal. Young Franziska? I want to adopt her. I am an only child, and I have needed a little sister like that my entire life. Because she's kind of ridiculous. And you know what? We adore her for that. Alright, chat. Give me just one sec. I'm gonna refill my water. Not refill, but I gotta drink water. Defendant lobby, number 2. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you?
What is it?
It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons.
It does.
This leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons?
The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Cadopian Embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rowell was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well.
Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if... It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it.
Huh. Maybe you've got a brain in there after all, kid.
You're gonna treat me like a child forever.
Looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this.
Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence, so as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name. Hey, chat. Are you ready? Is she gonna follow? Okay, she doesn't follow you. Okay, we have Gumshoe as our assistant. Good. The first thing we must look at, the most important thing, is this office plant. This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Is that it? Okay. There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance.
Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy.
Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle? After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know? Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. I like the idea of young Edgeworth having a kid's brain bedroom, but it's decorated like an office building. Oh my god. I'm not ready for that reality. Me and my sister are 5 years apart, but we basically have the same brain cell. Yeah. I see. Did you figure something out? This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me.
As you wish.
Give me just 1 second. I gotta send a message to Serena real fast. Send an emoji. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So, what do you got to tell me, Bad? Detective Bad, do you have any thoughts on the case?
Faraday and Rell. It looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what would they be?
Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy?
Ask. What? Now I've been downgraded to just boy? Edgeworth is... Edgeworth is kind of like a fail boy. Frankly. Alright, here we go. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is the evidence? I'd better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. You just not pay attention to anything you do. He did fail upwards, yeah. Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Oh. And way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scrappy. Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. I think Edgeworth is extremely spoiled, yeah? The TV has been left on. Why are you looking at me like that? It wasn't me. I didn't touch anything.
Gumshoe, you do know what will happen to you if you touch something again.
Yeah, have a good night, Winter. Enjoy your anime.
Right?
I won't touch anything. I wouldn't even go anywhere near the TV, sir. And you, get back to your investigation, alright? I was planning to do so anyway. Okay. Let's look at this window. The window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Ugh! The flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. You think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows? The scent of flowers is in the air. Somebody smell like flowers? Yeah, I guess there's that too. By the way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. You know, there's a child here. And also, Callisto is pretty thin. Also, there's another child here. I'm just saying. Alright. Finally, we are time to observe the remains. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, Detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me. But when it's this guy, thank you for the bonks. Freaking... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? Used to store evidence? Go grab ice cream? Bring me some too. They're always messing in people's gardens, setting pipe bombs to make sure to clean the flower smell off. Thank you, Hugs. What? You know what? Enjoy your bonks while you can. I'm not letting Winter refund y'all again. Alright. It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rel. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other. However, using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha! What was that outburst for? My detective's instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rel that fell first, see? You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. What's up with this blood?
Where are the plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy. Could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? His hand's all black down here, see? I wonder what it could be. If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. An ink stain? Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen. Feather pen? I've never seen one before. Sure you aren't just, making it up, pal? You know what bugs me is the knife looks like it also has ink on it. Oh, that's blood, actually. It looks like Mr. Rell died with the knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. And then he must have used this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot some notes down about it. Knife data jotted down in my organizer. It's a fancy-ass knife. Okay, let's look at Rel. First, he killed a Cadopian embassy staff member, then he was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know? Oh, what makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Dead Man. Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. Detective's intuition? Yep. Do you know about it? It's a special feeling that all We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. What about Faraday? Mr. Faraday. How ironic it is for him to lose his life in a courthouse. Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Well, did you? Did you? Did you become a detective to solve crimes, my guy? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of this murder. Right, I'm on it, pal. Gun. Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand. Then we shot Mr. Rell and then fell on top of him while still gripping onto the gun? I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? Not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one. That's foreshadowing. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. You know, I could just take a screenshot of this right now and it would still be applicable every day. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Was Faraday's evidence it was found in his hand? My question is, why was it loaded? Mr. Rell's cause of death was from being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. Rell's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible.
What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way that they are. I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence. Don't you? I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it.
Labby. Yes, sir. We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir.
And there you have it.
Do you not approve? Of course not.
What?
Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective. So don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella. Turn over the bodies for me, will you?
Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir.
Gumshoe. Do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You gonna say, hope no one ever wishes him a Merry Christmas? Honestly, I need him to say it. I want Rest till I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So, like... we have various things here. Gun. Everything is free game, so as long as you don't get caught. Mr. Faraday is holding a gun in his right hand. That's the one Mr. Rel got blown away by, right?
Labby, your answer? Yes, sir. We found that the ballistic markings do match that gun.
Oh, ballistic markings are, the figurative fingerprints a gun leaves when on a bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from. Yeah, that's it. Of course. I already knew all about that, pal.
Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy.
Come on, sir. Cut me some slack, will ya? So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rel. What do we have here? So, like... let's finish getting our evidence. Here's the pen. I'm assuming the ink stains come from this pen. There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bad is always telling me. You should always write your name on everything you own. Yes, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Okay, I think we're good. We've got the wound and the knife. The knife looks like it has a... Actually, no, hold on. This really bugs me. So, look over here at his hand. He looks like he was holding something in his hand. And it was like manually moved over or something. Knife! It looks like Mr. Faraday was stabbed with this knife that Mr. Rel is holding. Yeah! Ouch! What's wrong, Detective? My stomach started to hurt from just thinking about being stabbed. Just keep your mind on the case, alright? Gunshot. Shot in the chest. It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean... Wait, burn marks? The round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo! Mr. Rel must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. Handgun data updated in my organizer. You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. That's kinda mean, isn't it? Oh, the stab wound, that's right. There's a knife wound in his chest here, see? I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rel is holding.
Labby. Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. Make it quick. From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. What a crazy way to go! Something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. Crime scene notes jotted down on my organizer. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Okay, what are the crime scene notes that you wrote down, Edgy Boy? Burned Faraday, Mackerel, 4 p.m., discovered immediately after a gunshot was heard. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay. He was holding his hand, they were gay kissing before they killed each other. Doomed Yowie? I've felt that before. Yeah, I used to get phantom pains. Like that. Alright, time to draw some conclusions. So first thing. This pen... Fuck. This pen? Directly related to the ink stain here. His hand must have brushed up against it or something. And that splotch in Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Ooh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe. I confirm that the substance of Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life. Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand. I think it's fair to assume that he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Okay, if you say so, pal. Fountain pen used by the left-handed Faraday. So then... the tea set and plastic bags on top of the table are completely undisturbed. The barred window... there has to be another conclusion we can draw here. And I want to say it's probably the plastic bags related to the table. Why are the plastic bags a mess when they would have had to be grabbed from the duffel bag? But the table itself was neat and tidy, right? And there is a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table. And yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Please get that blood away from me, pal! Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Where do you get a load of this, pal? It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else on or in the bag either. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so. I leave it in your hands, pal. Has Faraday's blood on it. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. But there's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there is actually a contradiction that shows there is another possibility. No way, pal. Really? I suppose I will just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene.
Well, immediately we know it's the left-handed thing. Deduce. This spot somehow connected to the evidence I hold. Yes. The pen. Eureka! Now we come to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday will hold the gun in his right hand? That, lady and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen? The facts add up to one conclusion, and one alone. Whoops. Speaking of which, we should probably save. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Investigation complete. September 10th. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Here's the autopsy report. It is probable that Mr. Rail survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. Just imagining somebody getting stabbed, like, in the chest and just immediately crumpling to the ground like a rag doll from, like, Halo or something. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course! The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. Oops. Curtsy. It's all very clear and simple. There is absolutely no margin for doubt. You really believe that to be the truth? Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you? And that you don't want to believe it's true? It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Oh well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Alright, chat. Time to debate a literal child. What happened? Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous. Therefore, he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory. Okay. For starters, Santa isn't real. His death was instantaneous while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. Obvious Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. Mr. Rel, on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Rel, on the brink of death, stole the knife and stabbed him. Hold it. Hold it! So you believe that the dying Mr. Rel stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Rel became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So, the two men struggled. And in the end, Mr. Rel was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it's perfect? Also, hold on, we gotta be accurate. Time to dunk a 13-year-old child. Can you really say that it's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append that statement to your testimony. Fine. They struggled and Mr. Rel used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. They struggled, you say? You're saying they struggled? I don't have any evidence saying that this is super neat. Hold it. How about the statement? Mr. Rel used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that they had a violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do. How does one compare the damage her crop can do with the state of this room? Furthermore, all the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered there due to the fight. Is there anything else that I can explain for you? No, that will be fine. So, here's the problem. If this is the situation, the biggest issue is if Faraday died instantly and Rel had enough strength to stab him and kill him, why is Rel on the ground first? This is my theory. Objection. Francisco, I advise you take a look at this piece of evidence. And what are you trying to say with this? I'm saying that this piece of evidence doesn't contradict my testimony. Argon. Miles Edgeworth, just face it. I'm going to win our little competition. I have to calm down and do a better job of finding a flaw in her logic. Okay. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. I kind of think it's the order that they fell on the ground that's going to cause issues. But let's press the other stuff first. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. Hold it. Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously? I have the murder report right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. And there, you see? It's been documented. Clear as day. Argon. Arng. Obvious Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. Press this one? I don't think we pressed this. Hold it. Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel before he died. Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now I hate to repeat myself. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Mr. Rel before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. They struggled. Mr. Rel used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Is that the case? It was found in Rel's hand. Faraday's blood on this bag. Oh, I can investigate this? This blood here is from Mr. Faraday, but there are no other clues to be found. Which begs the question. Do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence? Okay. Actually, no. That's right. So, use Laughter's strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Hold on, let's press this again. About this statement. Mr. Rel used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that they had a violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do. Blah blah, all the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered there due to the fight. Anything else I can explain? Those are the facts of this case. Hold it. Claiming speculation as fact already. Don't you feel that the evidence is a bit lacking? You'll find all the evidence you need just by looking around this room. Mr. Faraday collapsed on top of Mr. Rel. In addition, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, making a counterattack impossible. Furthermore, the room is a total mess from their fight. I dare say that there's more evidence here than you could whip a whip at. What? Looks like she's becoming more and more confident. And looking at this place, she might have a right to be. After all, everything here seems to support her theory. It looks like you're starting to see my point. I have as good as one little competition. There's something strange about Franziska's theory. I should compare her claim with the data I've gathered thus far. I just know there's a contradiction somewhere. So... he died after he shot Mr. Rel. They struggled. There's a couple different... there's some contradictions here. We just gotta find out how do we get to it from here. This bag of blood reminds me of hit game milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, and milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Use the last of his strength to counteract Mr. Faraday. Oh, right. Gumshoe's testimony says there wasn't a struggle. Objection. If the two men were fighting, the struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Ha! You place too much faith in the detective's testimony, you know? But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rel get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rel saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rel took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed. Isn't there something strange in Franziska's statement just now? Yeah, something's off. Oh, wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed. He died instantaneously. Take that. According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. Meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that. Ooh, you got me. But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rel attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rel. Therefore, Mr. Rel must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense. Getting your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Franziska. I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible, before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid. And can still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Franziska, you've still got a ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in this crime scene is, honestly, a lot of these. But also, chat, we have an ad break coming up. I need to refill my water. Please enjoy some words on stream for a few minutes while I get up, stretch, refill water. See y'all soon. Mimic, go to sleep.
Alrighty, cat room.
I gotta drink water. Good work. Also, wait, strange noise. You've been here for a bit, but did I ever say hi to you? If I did not, hi. Thank you for checking out, as always. Alright, chat. So, the Fucky. The contradiction in this crime scene, realistically, it's what I said earlier. If things really did happen the way that they're trying to be presented, why is Faraday on top of Rel? If Faraday died instantaneously, and Rel did not, then Faraday has to have died before Rel did. Because no matter what, there's no way Faraday died first. Or second, sorry. There's no way Faraday died second. It's the order the bodies fell. The contradiction here in this crime scene. Let me get this straight. What you are arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rel. Then the wounded Mr. Rel found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. Rel died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies are piled. No! Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rel's, implying gay sex. Therefore, Mr. Rel must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene we must solve is objection! No, not so fast, Miles Edgeworth. What now? I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. Be sure to bounce back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong. Let me just try one thing, chat. Alright, there we go. Perfect. It is now set up. Now, if anybody ever says the word gritty, it'll do it. Even if it's in the middle of a sentence. What happened? Part 2. It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rel's. What? No. That's not... That doesn't happen... What? The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. I do want you to have the power to make me gritty whenever. I just know that Franziska's explanation isn't absolutely correct. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. What happened part 2? It was just chance. No. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. Really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. They attacked each other at the same time? This feels wrong. Press. Know that if you had a sister like this, you'd have to deal with arguments like this? Yeah, that's cute. This is what I see as the privilege of having a younger sibling. Getting into stupid arguments where the logic doesn't make sense. What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rel by holding both the knife and revolver. And then, after Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rel grabbed the knife as he was falling, and stabbed Mr. Faraday. What? That is how Mr. Rel wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. I'm not saying it. At close range, that is more than possible. Yes, it's possible, but... Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got. Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. That fact indicates they attacked each other at the same time from close range. No. Stupid. Dumbass. Idiot. I'm sorry, child. Deserved, honestly. So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it is written in the crime scene notes. The firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rel's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rel and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. You know. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rel moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. Only one truth prevails. What a completely foolish line of foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first with murderous intent? That would be... neither of them. What if they were just European and that's just how they were? Objection, even if they're European, how would you explain the hand-holding? They're European! Listen, we have Europeans in chat. They can confirm. European people hold hands. Yes? Yes? Anyway, it's neither, man. Why did my thing just disappear? Hold on. Boop. There we go. Neither man is the one with the murderous intent. Here in this room, I feel safe as can be. Contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit. Miles Edgewood, there's just one thing you're missing. Evidence. Correct? Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime? Of course. If a third person was truly here, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been a setup, made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there's a third person involved? Honestly? The window? But... I think it's the fountain pen, frankly. It seems Mr. Faraday was in the habit of using very nice fountain pens. That's the totally opposite of me. I don't get these things at all. Well, I think the pencil behind your ear suits you just fine. Really? You think so, pal? Man, I knew it was worth something. It wasn't exactly a compliment, detective. Anyway, this doesn't exactly prove a third person being here. It's the bag. What if... Now, hear me out. This might be insane. What if the person who stabbed Faraday used this bag to collect it so it wouldn't spill anywhere? Wouldn't that be kind of insane? Wouldn't that be fucked up? Anyway, the bag.
Take that!
Take that! The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Grr. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for a moment. There's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. If the culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. What a theory. Sorry. Looks like we've still got a long way to go in this investigation. This Ace Attorney investigation. Yes.
Objection!
Who? Objection! Damn, she's got a nice voice. What the heck's up with you, pal? Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. What? What's the meaning of this? Ha! Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. He is ready for a fighting game, yeah. Don't you dare. That detective claims he was there, standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let His Honor explain it himself.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway.
What? See, Mr. Bad? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie?
Gumshoe.
Did you kill Faraday? No! Of course not, sir! It would appear that the one who set this whole crime scene up is that detective. Which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Was that statement really a lie?
Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth or so help me.
I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was really there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Hold it. Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not?
Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy.
Boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all. And therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something.
And what's that?
What should I ask Miss Detective Gumshoe about? What would the motive be? Yeah. Welcome back, Muffin. What's the motive for the murders? I suppose the one thing I'd like clarified is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime.
Motive, huh? Gumshoe. You got a grudge against Faraday or something?
No, sir. Not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir.
Is that a fact?
Objection. You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying. The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here.
Could you please share it with us?
However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy. Because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation. You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. Yeah, Muffin, I've been saying I love young Franziska. I want to adopt her. I need a little sister like this. Not this, obviously. She's probably... Well, actually, she's not older than me, but you know. I need her carnally, but I need Franziska as a little sister. No one give her a whip? Oh, no. She doesn't have a whip. She has a riding crop. Gumshoe's motive. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there, super pale, as Mr. Faraday yelled, "There's a salary cut for you, you nitwit!" A brand new detective suddenly getting a salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge.
Quiet. I can't trust anything you say.
Sir! There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Misused perfect explanation? May not be so perfect at all. That's more of a reason to move to a different precinct than it is to hold a grudge? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Gumshoe will get used to salary cuts. Eventually. I have hiccups. About a week ago, the detective got chewed out. He stood there super pale. Wait, was that a week ago? First crime scene. Okay, hold on. Let's press this. Hold it. Why is the pay cut? You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you. Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. But that's why when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him. No way! I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. But you do! Huh? What have I got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, those ridiculous eyebrows! Huh? Oh man! Messing with your head is just too much fun. Miss you. If you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Just press this to say in front of a do not press button. Sure, why not? saw the detective get chewed out by Livid Faraday. I want to find out what is the context of this chewing out. Oops. Hold it. Mr. Faraday was upset. Yeah, you know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beat red in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making now, right? I'm completely innocent, I tell you. The poor man. It was quite the scene with the detective. Can we, like... Brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. She does have a good laugh face, yeah? Not like he can do much about his face. Stop laughing to his face about it. I think that she should be allowed to bully him. Hold it. To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone new or old with a snap of his fingers. Your father is corrupt and evil. Do you think maybe that's reason enough for detectives to hate you people?
Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay.
Detective bad.
Don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier.
I just don't really care for blatantly laughing to his face about him. That's fair. I have a feeling like she is the actual villain here. Because she's kind of a bitch. But also that makes her hotter, so you know. About a week ago. Hold it. A week ago. Then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances. No way. I only met him in person today. But how did you know about Detective Gumshoe? Oh, I've seen him around before. Let's see. That got chewed out by a Livid Faraday. Let me think. Died of a bullet wound to the chest. Found in Faraday's hand. Knife, pen, bag. Was in hall on guard duty. Other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle. He stood there. Brand new detective. How's that for perfect explanation? Hold it. You call your explanation perfect. Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yes. Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. Honestly? Hold on. I need to know their relation. Actually, allow me to ask the detective directly. What was your relation to Mr. Faraday? Mr. Faraday was in charge of training rookie detectives to testify in trials. I met him on the very first day I entered the criminal affairs department, pal. Oh? I had no idea that Mr. Faraday was so involved. Faraday? He may look like an easygoing guy, but he's actually a bit of a nut for strict discipline and manners. Guys like Gumshoe tended to rub him the wrong way. There. Now you know how the detective and Mr. Faraday were related. Happy now? No, wait! You said you only had one thing to ask, right? Please allow me to ask about one more thing! Oh, you're right, Edgeworth. Poor baby. Tell you what, I'll let you have another go. How's that?
Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me.
Chat, I need a woman to look at me like that and call me poor baby. Never mind. Sorry. I'm normal. Sorry. Winter's not here to do it, so I have to do it. I find it funny how Bad looks like he's from a game of a completely different genre. VTuber collabs be like, gonna take a shower and have broad thoughts of young Gumshoe. Alright, have a good shower, you hugging bug. Okay, how was Mr. Faraday killed? You still haven't explicitly established how Mr. Faraday was killed. Objection! Going senile already, Miles. Mr. Faraday was stabbed to death with a knife.
Whoa, not that. What I meant to ask was, how were the two men killed when they were in a guarded room? We're gonna find that out very soon from Gumshoe at his interrogation, boy.
Argon. Argon! Oh, you're a riot, Edgeworth. Poor baby. Tell you what, I'll let you have another go. How's that? To be fair to you, this is the correct response to a 15-year-old taking over your murder case. Yeah, it is, actually. Alright, clear up the motive. I don't understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. Okay, this throws me off. Because the motive is understandable for what she's putting worth, but like... What?
However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rel?
Oh, Rel!
What about his motive for killing Mr. Rel?
His motive for killing Rel? Like I would know.
If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred.
Wouldn't you agree?
Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves?
In that case, I have absolutely no idea.
What? But that's impossible! She must know something!
Wait! Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh.
God, you didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away.
Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway.
Oh, would you care to explain your logic?
And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight. Or is that a requisite trait for being a Von Karma? Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this rude woman up.
I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second.
Oh well. I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Motive to kill the men. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. Are you sure about that? All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rel, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity, and set up to look like they had killed each other.
I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence from this morning's case. The second KG-8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member. And the two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them?
Yes? Have you considered this fuckwit, the embassy staff member, who was a suspect in this case. He was a suspect, and also because we got the CCTV footage of Rel trying to murder him. Manny Cochin. A John Cena meme, are you sure about that? Honestly, I feel like this is potentially the easiest. There's no one out there with the motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. Objection? Miss you. I believe there was someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. I could think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Kodopian embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right. The very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Kodopian embassy staff, Mr. Rel. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it. You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any hold it. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin was up in the viewing gallery, watching the trial, or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived. And the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No, wait, come on, Detective Bad. You gotta believe me, sir. I really was in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir. Okay then, are you saying there was someone else who passed through this hallway? No. There was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it? That is one incredibly foolish detective. Standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up, I spaced out while on duty or the like. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation. Detective Bad? Sigh. He's so defeated. Miles Edgeworth, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho ho ho. Why do you make it sound like a sitcom? Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yu, there is something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? I love that she is sitting here trying not to laugh at me. The church looks like such a short king. Yeah. Everything is neat. Oh, I accidentally investigated. Hello, lady. These plastic bags look like they fell here by chance at first glance. I suppose you could call this a twist on the old to hide a tree, hide it in the woods. Hey, wait! Edgeworth! Where are you off to? Aren't you the one that wanted to talk? Oh yes, sorry about that. Let me talk to her. There we go. So, what do you want to ask me about? KG8 incident. The current case of the murdered Cadopian Embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG8 incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And? What about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are just directly tied to the KG8 incident. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me? Nerd. If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just gonna have to show her exactly how related to the KG8 incident she is. Okay. How do I show her that she's related to the KG8 incident? I want to battle her in court. Isn't there like... I mean, like, I can just show her the thing that says, like, hey, the victim is CCU, who is your... sister? Mom? Wife? Miss Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG8 incident. That file is your proof. Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG incident? Through the victim? Your connection to the KG8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. What? Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but... Miss Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Manny Cochin. Oh wait, I can still look at this? As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, CCU. As I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence? No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. The evidence had been tampered with. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out, they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know.
You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring?
I don't know what to think. Okay. You have the same last name as you. You have the same last name as you. Don't you think you ought to explain? Manny Cochin.
Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier?
Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he'd arrived. He figured he should say hi, and one other thing. It looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine. Really. I gave him a good slap across the face.
The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy.
But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around, and people in the gallery claim that he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh?
That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life.
Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we?
Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see.
Look at you with your game face on. Ready to go.
I'm making no such face!
Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. How old are these two right now? He is 19, I believe, and she is 22. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time?
I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter.
There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up.
KG8 incident in this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus that detective. Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not the detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection. Maybe not minimum, so he looks several years older than that. I mean, he's just kind of cursed with resting old face. Save your progress? Yes. Wait. Please don't tell me it's over. See, it's like, we're 4 hours into the stream. Onward towards the truth. He got not resting old shoulders? True. Welcome to the stream, Eco. It's over. We're 4 hours in, chat, and this is the perfect stopping point. Tomorrow, we continue. Everybody's so used to streaming until 4 a.m., Rika. No! Don't ever do that again to me. I will scream. He looks like a side character from an early JoJo season. You know, that's real, actually. I love it. Thank you for the 1 million bits that will abuse me until we raid out. Oh, it's so funny. It is slowing down on my screen. Rika. Well, we'll have... Who the fuck is Annika? We'll have the VOD up. Anyway, tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow, we continue. Tomorrow, we continue with the conclusion to this case. Now I'm just gonna die. Okay! Salute. Actually, no, not the conclusion. We probably won't be able to finish this. There are four parts to this. A beginning, a middle, and two ends. And the beginning alone took 4 hours, chat. 3 hours. So, you know. We'll resume tomorrow. Anyway, I'm out of here. I gotta rest my voice. I don't want it to die before this end of this week. So, thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna send y'all to Azura today. Azura Stella. She is currently playing Xenogears. Alright? Go say hi. Here's the raid message, chat. My throat hurts so much. Thank you for checking in. Oh my god. I love hot older men, chat. I also love snarky young women. They're my favorite this has the two extremes I like. Hot old men, sassy, slightly younger women. We love you, we love bad. My throat hurts. Why are you looking at me like that, Muffin? Anyway, chat. Y'all got the raid message. Go say hi to Azura. I'll catch y'all later. Adios, rica amigos. Bye!